Oh, there's working now. Weird. Was it unplugged? So strange. Let's see. Maybe like that'll help. I don't know. Anyway, hello, Lion. All right. Records. Weekly. Silver. Grass cake pellets, spring herbs 15. Sounds good, Ramathor. What's up, Smoky Char? Alright, we need to go classic hair. I think it's sinking pellets. Grass cake 14. Crap, what was the other thing? Spring? Spring herbs 15? Is that what I said? By the way? Yo, what's up, Blunty? Yeah, spring herbs 15. Alright. I think we're good. We're gonna go test our RNG on the silver carp again. This will be hopefully a little slower. I don't know. To start off with, maybe a little slower than what I put myself through on copper yesterday. Especially since we'll be activating a... Oh crap, should I have bought... I guess I can just get it in Norway. We're going to be activating a happy hour again, right? See if I can remember where I'm going. I think it's like 81. We're getting close. Oh, it's not that one. Wait, really? Maybe it's not 81. Let's see. Here it is. 81, 88. 47, 47. Wait, what are you catching there? What are you catching there? Let me pull up copper spots. Because I wouldn't mind maybe going for copper trophy or something later. We'll see. Alright, this is 81, 88, clip 25. Have y'all seen this? This is gonna be right here. This is... Yo, this is like Zigrig Redemption. This is the Revenge of the Zigrig. Notice that on lines 1 and 3, got a trophy F1. Kohaku. Okay, interesting. This is Zigrig, folks. We're using Zigrig on the outside lines. The only reason why I'm putting the more traditional setup on the middle line is so that we can have PVA coming in and out. But if not for that, like... I'm also going to spod, by the way, so... We're kind of intense about it, but... Zigrig's been doing a little work. Let's see, I think it's on 7. Here's the dry feed mix we're using. Got a bunch of flaxseed and grass stuff in it. I also turned it into a PVA for that middle rod. And that's it. 25 clip. We'll give it a try. Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it? And then on Santiago, we know what we're doing, right? We're going to 34 and we're going to fish with that lure. Weather permitting, I guess I should say. I think we go pretty small on the silver screen, and if a big one's on there, I'll increase it a little bit. Probably going to be pretty slow overnight, and then hopefully in the morning we'll hit something big. All right, I think I want to just look really quick because I think this should, let's see, we're at 67 at 70. Oh man, do we do it? We go honey, and then we go sunflower seed base only. Interesting. I don't think there's anything I need from the store. Let's see, honey attractant. Wait. Where is it? Here it is. All right, let's just do... 50 is a lot, right? We might need it. And then sunflower seed. How much is this stuff? Want to get 100 of them? We kind of think 100 will be enough, don't we? All right, let's get out there. We're going 34 this time. $34 it is. Ended up buying my 3 TIs and got 2 P-Series 60s with upgraded drag, low ratio reel with 20 max drag. Nice, Blunty. How many hours left on the captain's trip? Looks like 2 hours and 14 minutes, so I'm glad we're completing it in 2 sessions instead of 3. You just got your 3rd Venga? Wow. Congrats, that's a big deal. That seems like a big deal. Now you're going to say for medium C set. Do you know what reel you want to go for? Wait, Taiga C? That's gonna be your medium ride? Oh, gotcha. The LTDC. Okay. I'm tracking with you. I was going to say, I think we have different definitions of medium setup. Nice little haddock to start us off. Wow. Surprised how quickly we're catching silvers. I thought it would probably be morning before we saw the silvers coming in, but I mean, yeah, the thing about that taiga is that was the first one on Zigrig, by the way. That taiga is probably strong enough that you could see it as your like heavy set, unless one day you think you're just going to save for like a top of the line one. I don't really think of medium sets as being that important at the sea. To me, it's like you're just going from your regal setup to some setup that allows you to use, you know, really heavy line and the ability to lock it occasionally. Whatever that looks like. I don't really think of it as like medium. I just kind of like, that's the next step. Can you show that PVA you're using on Zigrig? On bigger screen? Wait. Is that going to be big enough? So it's the same. The PVA and the spot are the same. Is that clear enough? Like, can you actually read it and see it, or do I need to? I can send myself one copy of it if you can't read it well. Good? Okay. All right, this was just a cusk, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. 6.9 cusk. And you start making a little ground bait when we have time. You know, not really into Mist, to be honest. I'm weird with puzzles. I don't really love puzzles, but then every once in a while, there's something that's a little puzzly and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of liking this. But for the most part, I don't seek out games that primarily are puzzly. I don't have the discipline. Like if I was playing Myst, I would like maybe could get into it, but it wouldn't take long till I get to a point where I wouldn't have the discipline to not just look up the answers. Which is terrible, but I just know this about myself. You was watching the Kingdom 2 video. What's the Kingdom 2 video? You talking about one of my videos? I'm like, what have I put out lately? Actually, it's funny you mentioned video because I did 2 quick videos on 2 separate action roguelikes that'll be coming out in the next couple days. But Kingdom 2, hold on, what is Kingdom 2? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Blueprints. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool, Blunty. Kingdom Come 2. Yes, I should play more. I've got to set some time aside. I mean, I'm almost to summer. I'm about to have a lot more time. I want to play more of that and 2 Point. And to be frank, in about 5 weeks, I really kind of want to check out Dune Awakening. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Yeah, I'd like to play some more of that. I probably was picking a lot of flowers. Oh man, yeah, that the first game, the Kingdom Come 1 was like one of my favorites. How is that video doing, by the way? It's hanging in there. Houston Webster, how's it going? I'm curious what you think about the 2 Point, Edgar. I mean, I just like management games like that. And I guess because I like history, even though the 2 Point series isn't always like anchored in reality at all, but it references reality. So it's kind of cool. You love them too? Nice, nice. I saw this weekend 2 Point Campus was on sale, and I was like, oh, that's tempting, but there's so much still to do in 2 Point Museum. Like, there's no way I need another. Yo, what's up? French Core Terror. You have almost 900 silver for a level 16? Yeah, it's great. That is great. Even though we're using this lure overnight, still hasn't been terrible. Usually I switch to jigging, but this has not been bad. Cusker cod. That's what probably is going to happen at night right now, but that's okay. Nice fish. All right, let's try to get into the habit here, especially since we're on a nice slow overnight spot at Sura. By the way, if I didn't mention it, we're fishing for silver carp at Sura on the small window. So it's going to be nice and slow. All right, we need to check it. I want to put the chunks on. We've had the strips on for a while, but I want to switch over to chunks. We have more chunks anyway. We'll do strips one more time, and then I'll probably switch back to chunks. All right. $36K silver. So what did you get, Houston? Now, what level is attractants? 40? And I'm at 31.4. So I don't know. We probably won't even get it on the third trip, will we? I don't know. I think maybe if we had had premium for the first trip. I don't know. Houston got Royal Pickers and Azimuth ×3. Yo, Crazy Friday. Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. 6 months. Hello to you. Thank you for your ongoing support. Just big enough to keep, I guess. Oh, yeah, I really like Azimuth Blue on several. I mean, I just think those are good looking reels. All right, 2 more. Ooh, 68.8. Love to see it. Too bad we can't like do some cooking on the boat or something, right? I mean, it's too bad we can't put our sea rod in a rod holder and get an alarm when a fish is on. So that's 36K, huh? Royal Pickers and Azimuth Blues. That's pretty cool. Like, you probably If you fished for an hour and a half every day at copper, you probably make that back in a month. Unless copper really slows down, or if you happen to be at a time when it's not as good. Yes, that's right, Edgar. I don't even care. At this point, that's fine. If they want to restrict me pulling out a second rod, but I could still, like, just chill, let it float in the current, and do some cooking or ground bait or whatever, and not feel like I'm, missing out or whatever. That'd be amazing. You made 30K in less than 2 weeks. Well, I did say if you're only playing an hour and a half a day. Like, I know you can, like, go crazy at copper, but you averaged an hour and a half. Yeah, I'm going too long. If we ever hit a fish on the drop, which it's more likely in the daytime, I would say, we're not going to see it. You got 23K in 6 days? Wow. That's amazing. Another silver on Zig. Yeah, in some ways, if you have even just decent setups and PVA, or if you have the Norwegian sea map, in some ways it's just a matter of time, right? Let's go ahead and move to the middle of 34. It's more bait. Oh, we're moving. Little pollock. I mean, the silver carp bite rate is really good. So far. We've got 6 in 20 minutes. But none of them are flirting with trophy yet. Alright, we just need one more to hit before we run out of honey. It'll play that sound. There it is. Alright. How much honey do we have left? 15. I think we keep going a little farther with honey. Since we've got it. Maybe do 10 more with honey and then we'll switch to, I think it's sunflower only next. Keep making that ground bait progress. It'll really help with carp fishing, even just having more ingredient options. Definitely worth it. Yo, what's up, Justin? So if this is on the middle rod again, I will say the more traditional silver carp bait seems to be getting a little more active bite rate right now than the Zig, but the Zig is still working. We'll just hope that the trophy comes in on Zig just for fun. Little pollock. Love to see. Love to see it. One. Two. If we don't get one in the first 5, we'll just stop. 3. 4. 5. Okay, let's don't waste any more honey or feed. And let's just switch to sunflower seed. There we go. We're in the points again. Feels like a safe, but we'll see. Nice safe. One second. All right. Well, that's fun. Some good lunch is coming in a little while. All right, let's try to do like maybe 6. Nice haddock. It's disappointing. We went through the morning hours and didn't get a big silver. I feel like that's when we're most likely to find one. All right, 5660 at copper. I'm still seeing, is this still off cream? Yep. And it looks like F1 tench. It's kind of what we saw last night. Nobody's talking about 47.47 right now. All right, clip 12. Same, is it cream, still cream, or something else? Like tench, and doesn't look like F1s are there as much, but you've got some koi mixed in. Just looking at copper possibilities for when we finally feel like the bite rate has pretty much died on us at Sura. Huh. Are we sure it wouldn't be a better bite rate right now at 41 or something? I don't know why it feels a little slower today to me. I wonder, y'all think we could make it work like without the shrimp and stuff? Do you think we'd ever get a bite rate if we fished at just kind of perking at 15, 20 meters? Might just take too long to get a bite. Because we're not going to catch the small stuff as much like the shrimp do. But we should occasionally get like a safe pollock haddock or something. If I could use attractants, I would go with the blue right now. The blue straw. I put on auxiliary hook, blue straw, and maybe the other blue thing, or maybe a rattler since it doesn't have to drop that far. Maybe. I would at least try that, I think. I wish I could try it on Santiago to help with the bite rate. Yes. Those are the two things I would try. Tube and straw or straw and blue rattle, something like that. I might start with just the tube and straw, though. Keep it simple. Especially if, do you have drops or no? Somewhat dependent on if you're going for small stuff, too. If you know you're going to be fishing in the bottom layer, you don't have them. If you know you're going to be fishing in the bottom layer, I think it makes the rattle at least a little more intriguing, but you want best bite rate? I'd probably do tube and straw then, and hope you catch stuff on the drop some. Has anybody tried just going with the like 75 gram Jigmeister? Speaking of bite rate. Wait, we only have 14 fish? Wait, you know what? I think I actually have a bunch, not a bunch, but like a couple of extra blue lurkers over here. Let me see. I gotta try something. I just feel like it's at times this is just too slow. Can you not send? Are we not able to send lures, like ocean lures? Wait, why can I send just one of my pilkers? Are you just starting out at the sea? I would probably do the Ocean Queen if you want some flexibility. It's limited to some amount of silver. All right, the 75. Do I try the 75 or do I just... I think I definitely want to try the... Yo, thanks for the follow. JJ, ooh. All right, where's the Lurker 100s? I think I want to try this one. I'm a little worried that the small... Well, maybe it would catch more small fish. Maybe I'm okay with that. Let's just try it. We might as well test it out. That way y'all can benefit a little bit from this. That's crazy. I think you should always be able to send lures. Come on. What rod do you recommend with this for the sea with the azimuth, huh? What size, do you know what size line you're wanting to run? I mean, some of it depends on the load capacity you're wanting to go for, right? You're level 32 right now. I just think for me, I'd be looking between the, let me look on my main account really quick. All right, so if you go Sensei, your load capacity is basically 60. But your test is only 50 to 190. You go Ocean Queen, you have like a 65 to 68 load capacity, a little brighter, a little bigger. And not that that matters, but it just means you can more wear and tear without having to worry about it. And you have a much broader test if you want to be able to use heavier lures earlier on. I think most people would tell you it's better to get the Seagull, the Sensei. I guess it was just like, the Ocean Queen's just what I had, so I'm just a little partial to it, but I did eventually get a Sensei as well. No problem. All right, let's try the blue lurker first. Let's see if that picks up the bite rate. And I mean, it's, if anything, we're getting into like worse time for bite rate, but, and if that doesn't help, we'll try the smaller Jigmeister. I just feel like we're catching fish really slow right now at Norway. I wouldn't mind catching little mackerel and stuff if the little Jigmeister'd work. Like plenty of small safe. Hey, it's our first big head at Sura 9.7. Okay, so we're gonna go blue lurker. Hope for the best. All right, what do we think about that? One fish is too small a sample size, but that didn't take too long. All lures go. Okay. All right, this is the smallest pilker lure in our tackle box. All right, on the drop. Now this could be a game changer if this keeps up, right? Oh, it's a pollock too. Yo, I'm gonna stop this at like between 15 and 20, and I'm gonna perk it right there for a minute and see if we can catch something. Like right here, just above 20. With this little lure, will it work like a Basically like a shrimp. Is it small enough to hit the mackerel and stuff with some consistency? Or do I need to keep dropping it? I mean, if we had shrimp, you'd already have a fish on. Right? Yeah. All right, let's get it to the bottom. Let's see how quickly we can find something at the bottom with the little lure. All right, pretty fast bite. As long as we don't just start catching all non-markers or something, I feel like addressing the bite rate is the most important thing right now. Nice safe. Only 11 minutes remaining. We should probably just like catch one more fish and then just make ground bait till the happy hour's over or something. We're at 73%. You switch at 75. No. You go all the way to 80. Man, oh man. I'll say this, Inspector Bacon. If I did buy that lure with gold, it was not on purpose. All right, we have 7 minutes remaining. All right. By the way, have you considered the Regal instead of the Azimuth 10,000? I'm not saying you should consider that. I mean, I don't even have an Azimuth 10,000, so I don't really know what it's capable of, but just making sure you've at least considered the Regal. Oh, first common carp out here. That's weird. Oh, never mind. Wild carp, I was going to say. That makes a little more sense. Yeah, it's true. I am using it right now. That's a fair point. But I'm also using it on a very safe set. I mean, I'm assuming the Azimuth can go a lot higher than 36 on the mech weight. But the problem is the load capacity of the rod, right? That's a good point, Houston. Thank you for clarifying. Actually, you know what? I want to do this. I'm going to try handmade foam once it's overnight. Mech is 55. I'd go Regal, personally, but might just be me. What's the price difference? Azimut's got to be way more expensive, right? You are getting a lot more power with the azimut, to be fair. Let's see how much more power we're talking about. Do I not have it on something already? Okay. I do have it somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're getting a lot more power. So I guess it depends on what the price difference is, but yeah, I'd go Regal. There's no way I would save up that much more silver and then have a less mech weight and not have the switching gear ratio. If you want to like have more power, you could always get the azimut once you're out here. But you can catch so many good fish on that Regal. There's no way I'd spend that much silver unless I just knew that I wanted to have the azimut for, you know, sturgeon or something as well. Which may be the case. I mean, it's not unreasonable. It's also an interesting conversation. Why are we going azimut over Venga? Are we even sure that that's the right choice? A lot to think about. I might go azimut over Venga if I felt like saving that much. Like, I don't think that's an unreasonable choice, but it's definitely worth thinking about. Because Venga is another spinning reel that works great out here. If you're committed to doing the spinning reel. That fish got away. That silver carp. But it wasn't, I mean, it was big enough to be annoying, but it definitely wasn't anywhere near trophy. It was probably about 16, 17 kilos. I was being very aggressive with it, but I could tell it wasn't a trophy. Okay. All right, it's getting to be nighttime. I'm going to try... Oh, there's happy hour too. Okay, no more ground bait for you. I'm going to try... While it's still not overnight, I'm going to try this one. And then once it's overnight, I might try the black or probably the black one. Let's just see what the jigging setup feels like out here right now. It also allows me to relax just a little bit and not have to keep perking constantly. I don't know. Regal has not worn out fast for me. I guess it depends on what you're doing with it, but... Venga is much cheaper than the Regal? That just doesn't make sense. Taiga C is fine. I mean, you know, if Regal didn't exist, I'd probably suggest Taiga C, but... It also depends on like what you're trying to fish for in the sea. if your plan is from the very start to try to go for the biggest fish, your experience is going to be really different than somebody that's just going to fish at 34, 41 and every once in a while hit something big. Vinga's annoying with a decent sized cod. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. But so is Regal, right? I mean, the 2-speed helps, but if it's a decent sized cod, any of the like affordable spinning or conventional reels, that's going to be annoying. Yeah, that's right. Why are we comparing an 8.8 thousand silver reel to a 33,000 silver reel? They're not in the same class. I still would rather have a Regal than a Vinga if all I'm doing is fishing at 34 and 41. But part of that is because it is so much cheaper. It would be, I don't know, I guess it'd be different if it was like, um, if they actually were the same price. I mean, it's like after what, a year and a half of use, my Regal is in really good shape. I mean, it's got to be one of the more. Now, of course, we do put good oil in there, good grease, but it's got to be one of the more damage resistant reels. I think I've only repaired it once or twice in a year and a half, but I mean, it's in great shape. Nice trophy safe. Yeah, I did too, Dark You. I did too. Very, very glad for that recommendation. I think that has helped a lot. All right, let's try black, even though it's only partly cloudy. See how this does. After 3 days fishing, it's 14% mech wear. Really? Okay. You have worn your mech to 14% in just 3 days? Oh, 20 hours. Okay, you're fishing a lot. You must be and I'm not being critical because I think I sometimes I do this too, but you must be kind of locking it all the time or most times, is that right? Or no? It's always locked? Oh, okay, I gotcha. Cause see, if you wanted to do it cheaper, obviously you could put a lot more strain on your brake instead of your mech. Probably wear a lot less quickly, but it also just requires switching back and forth and all that. So I get it. And thankfully the amount of silver you're making, the Regal's just not that expensive to repair. But that's a good reminder. I mean, it does depend on how you use the reel will definitely change how much wear it takes. Yeah, it's probably not. All right, so first fish was a small saithe on the black handmade. Oh, I need to go pee. I should do it while it's overnight since it's slower anyway. Maybe get one more here. Okay, I like seeing this. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, in some ways with like Norway money, it's not that relevant how much it costs to repair. True. Oh, love to see a turbot come out. All right, quick bio break. I'll be right back. Lunch came. Everything kind of happened at the same time. It's getting to be daylight, isn't it? What's up, Wrangler? Oh, nice. Stefan Boss, nice Atlantic wolffish. Wow. The hunter and other things. Yo, what's up, Sasha? Yeah, fishing's been fun. A little slow at the sea, but fun overall. How do you make 80K in this game? Once you get Norway or copper, it's not impossible. Before that, it would be a pretty long grind. Yo, Ant Dragon, are you in chat right now? Twitch chat? Why? I feel like you're a kind of person that just says everything is bad. Why? We don't need to hear about everything is bad in your opinion. Like, that doesn't really do anything for anybody. If everything is bad, why are you playing the game? Go play something else. Ant just loves cats? Okay. Life's been kind of crazy. Best friend had a kid. Wow. That's a big deal, Wrangler. It's not quite like being an uncle, but kind of, right? Well, Kenny, one thing I would say, if at all possible, wait and do your sea trips when you have a couple dollars or a couple whatever currency you use to throw at the game so you can spend it. You can buy it with gold. It's on sale. It's been on sale since it came out. Actually, it doesn't say sale. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, it's less than a gold. So it's like very cheap, and then all the silver you make, you get to keep. And right now, I don't really have a suggestion other than the suggestions that I've made in this video series leading up to the sea trips. About what to do. And once you're out here, I would fish 34 and 41. And some of it's just figuring out what's working that week. But yeah, if you can't do the trip with gold, then I would just wait and not do your other trips till you can do it with gold. Chapter 32. Wait, what are we saying, Edgar? I might have lost the thread. I'm distracted by food. Oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you. Yes, you're right. Very good. Yes. Does anybody have any thoughts? I mean, we've got basically one day of the sea trip left. Stay at 34, go to 41. Thoughts? No, the only thing new, Wrangler, is that they have announced that the next water body will be like low to mid level. And that there will be at least some new fish species. There will be some new fish species. And I think they also said there will be something with the map that will make it compelling to seasoned players as well. I have my opinions on what that means, but there's a lot of things that could mean. Some people have speculated that it'll be like they're going to limit what gear you can use, kind of like they did at Copper. All right. Nobody has any strong opinions? 34 or 41? You hope it's not gear limited? All right, Q says, my money's on some new sturgeon type fish, basically something that's so huge you would only fish for it once you're done with the game. So new players wouldn't go for it or probably wouldn't even know how, basically. Physician says, hi, MDawg, how's it going? Going good, how are you doing? You haven't done an RF4 session in a while? You know where you're going to fish yet? Paul Jens, greetings. No, I mean, you know, if you feel like bite rate, a couple of copper spots on just like cream corn that have been really good lately. Good silver, good bite rate. Maybe not the most exciting fish quality, at least with consistency, but pretty good. What else are people up to these days? The sea's been good, of course. I'm not really in touch with, I'm not sure what else has been good lately. $34 feels like pretty slow to me right now, but it may just be because we don't have attractants and all that. Oh, on the... That was fun. That was fun. Love to see the pollock. Okay, it's just like pretty slow right now. I'm gonna go down to 41. I've just got to try it. If it's bad, then I'll come right back. But we're at like 30 fish in an hour and a half. Pretty rough. If you're thinking of doing a sea trip right now, maybe don't. I don't know. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's been better for sure. Not many sea posts, yeah. Interesting. We unlocked Sura, but is there really anything... I guess next time there's like a crazy roach trophy spot at Sura or something, we have that option with Captain. Yeah, that's a good point, Ramathor. I like the change. All right, let's see if we can catch one fish here, and then I'm gonna go grab my coffee. If you want to just like catch a lot of nice fish and make a lot of silver, I think probably hard to not just do copper if you have PVA, but all right, first fish didn't take too long. It's a good sign. Hopefully it keeps up. Love to see some more pollock for our trips over. Nice safe. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, you like it, Wrangler? I forgot that's what you ended up getting. Have you caught some nice fish on it? How's it been? Oh, nice. You just caught it now? Um, I really wish that I knew if there was going to be any. Oh, it just reeled in. I got you. I wish I knew if there was going to be any new equipment with this next map and update. That I guess is going to happen hopefully early summer based on what we're hearing, but who knows? Yeah, they on the supposedly on a German Q&A stream on YouTube. They said the next map is going to be accessible to lower level players, but that higher level players will still enjoy at least aspects of it or something like that. So we don't know much. We don't even have a teaser or anything, I don't think. Which, by the way, I mean, I think if it's actually going to come out like towards the beginning of the summer, then we will be getting a teaser soon, don't you think? I mean, there will be more information very soon. If we don't see information soon, then we're probably not getting it this summer, or at least in the early part of the summer. All right, we've completely killed the bite rate of silver carp. I think. Yeah, I actually agree with you, physician, in a way. I think it's going to be a mixed saltwater freshwater map personally, and I think there will be bass fishing. But that was my prediction a long time ago. I mean, I'm just sticking to it, sort of out of stubbornness. It doesn't sound like that's what they're describing, but it could be. So what are the weekly like oranges or something coming in on? Like at the beginning of the week. That's not really relevant to right now. Right? People aren't still doing that setup, are they? Maybe they are. But none of these dates are like now. All of them are several days ago. So it feels like that might be not working anymore. At least not in the same way. I don't know what I want to do. Obviously, we got to switch off these silvers, but we just try 47, 47. Cream corn? I mean, I guess we could. And I could set it up on feeders, because I think there's a little bit bigger fish in this spot. Or there could be. Feeders, royal. No, we don't want to do classic hair. We want to do pop-up. Faith is the place. – if we're getting a new map. Yeah, we think so. Think so at some point. Has anything been working besides just cream corn? Like corn and small boilies or anything like that? With cream flavor still? What level are you in Fisher Online? $42? That's amazing. Sounds like you're having fun then. Are you kidding me? We've had so few nice fish, and that one's gonna pop off like that? All right. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, Rollo. $47.47 is that like place near camp or something, right? Yeah, I don't know, physician. That's a good question. Like Wrangler said, it doesn't feel like there's been as many C posts lately. I think today I saw a few people talking about 120, catching like nice fish at 120, but we've got just enough current right now to be kind of annoying. Swordfish at night, interesting. What's up, Leo? Where's this fish at? All right, 47, 47. Flip 12. Go try it out. Probably should have checked cafe, but oh well. All right, this doesn't seem to be 47, 47. Is it further this way? Oh, it really is at camp. Okay. And what are we aiming at? This tree over here. So basically we're facing west. Yeah. All right, 12-meter clip. Let's go. That is the wrong rod. I gotta remember to change that if it's not getting any bites. Definitely running some experimental stuff on the middle rod. Okay. That was pretty good. We got set up pretty quickly, I feel like. Didn't take too long. Whew. Did I do well yesterday at 34? Yeah, it was okay. I mean, not having the attractants and all that definitely was, you know, not as good as probably what you're getting. And today, 34 felt slower to me. So I just came down to 41 actually. We just got down here to 41 recently. Pollock? Yeah, I mean I can't complain, but it's felt today like it's a little slower. Good hook size for swordfish? I don't know. I feel like I see 8 O's and 10 O's. Not sure though. Oh, that's a nice fish. Black rough, 25 kilos. That's a game changer. So ask Gut Hunter where he's catching fish, is what I would suggest. We can use fillet rigs. Wait, is that ever something we actually want to do? I mean, we're not opposed to trying it, right? What level is Gut Hunter? 38. I wonder, I think that will show up. Don't y'all think that'll be maximum experience? I don't know, maybe not. It sounds like he's at 120. Yeah, I mean, that's the main report I've seen today about Norway is 120. Oh, this is, we're running a fillet rig. We just need to let this sit, right? I guess like if the lures got too slow, if you just put on a fillet at night, yeah. Yeah, I probably should wait and do it at night. That's probably a good call. We could put, all I have is either small fillets or strips, but oh, first fish was an F1. See, I was expecting there to be less F1s down here, but maybe more koi. If there's F1s as well, what would be ideal is if it's like just not quite as overwhelming a bite rate because there's just less like mirrors and commons, but we'll see. Oh, Wrangler, that's rough, yeah. I mean, I don't have a trophy black rough. Maybe I should go fish at 120 on my main. Only got 15 hours left. Is that right? Oh, we don't want to see that mirror carp, do we? Interesting. All right, let's go pilker again until we hit overnight. All right. First fish on the experimental middle rod. It's a nice tench. We'll take that. At least my blue trophy pollock, I think, was actually at 75 Wrangler. But I've probably had a trophy or two from the spots you mentioned. But the big boy was out there somewhere. Can you try 120 with Cincy at Regal 20? You can, but you're increasing your chances of hooking into something you won't be able to get in for sure. Yeah, Gut Hunter, you definitely have that bad luck going. Streak of bad luck, you're on. Yeah, I agree, Wrangler. I think even 55 is dicey, although I do understand why people like to stretch it and go 55. Yeah, those halibut. I'm using the Jigmeister 110 right now. Kind of the meta lure right now. Oftentimes it's the lurkers, but right now Jigmeister's doing some work. Hey. Yo, McCugan, thanks for the sub. 12 months, that's a year. That's a real year, McCugan. That's not a fake year. That's not like an internet year. That's a year. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate that. Good evening to you. All right, that's our first dinks today. Yeah, that is strong, McCugan. Very strong. Yeah, where's our koi? Where's that koi at? Oh, thank you, McCugan. I really appreciate it. Always good to have you stop by. Hey, I'll be back on a better schedule soon for you, McCugan. My summer schedule will be here before you know it. My hope is when I stream is to stream in the mornings for me as much as possible. Get up, exercise, and then stream. So that I'll be freed up to work on other stuff I need to work on later in the day. I actually enjoy streaming earlier more anyway. You got a koi in chat, did you? Oh, uncommon koi. Oh, we need, it's almost midnight. Let's switch to jigging rig. Let's try strips. Strips should be fine, right? Might hit some of those flatfish or maybe a eel pallet or something. Yeah, this copper spot way slower than the other one. But I'm okay with that. I don't need something to be like going off constantly right now. Like that other spot is, you know, 60 fish an hour or something. Ooh, a nice pollock. Okay, let's try it. Let's go jigging. And let's try the strips. You're out of practice, no idea these days? From RF4 or what? Yeah, it's easy to feel like you get out of touch, isn't it? Actually, this might not be epic Fisher Grats on level 13. This might not be that good. I was thinking at 34. That's where the eel pouts and flatfish have been more active. I'm not sure about 41. We'll see. We'll see. It's 2 watches almost in a row, right? You had a break for a month, just been back fishing these last few days? Gotcha. Another mirror. All right, let's see what this is. This might just not be attracting enough different species to have an okay bite rate. I don't know. It's 2 separate PCs, actually. Smaller screen is on a second separate PC. Is Bream a good way to faster level up? I mean, at your level, it's gonna be pretty good. But what's nice about Bream, it's a good way to get silver. Oh, cool, Kenny. Sounds like a good plan. That way y'all can share information. I just don't know if this is like the best week to do a sea trip from what I'm seeing. It's fine. I mean, it's okay. But doesn't feel like crazy good. By the way, what do y'all think? Gold will go on sale anniversary time? I mean, I think there probably will be a gold sale and premium sale sometime in the early part of the summer, right? Feels like that's probably true. Gotcha. I did not hear any details. Is it going to be different than the current one, the Japanese one? There is nothing you can do with gold from the fish thing in chat. It is, that feature has not been added to that program yet. They say they're going to, or that they might, but they haven't yet. There will be yachts. Okay. Yachts. Are we going on some fishing trips? I was trying to pull it up on Steam because they had an announcement about it not that long ago, right? Can't find it. You think it'll be similar to Japanese? That would be interesting. All right, they're calling it the Numa Kuda Atholu. Is that right? The Maldives. Am I saying that right? It's an island paradise. Swordfish, sailfish, black marlin, and sharks. Swallowtail, unicorn fish, reef dwellers. The only problem is it's still going to have that Fishing Planet fishing mechanic. To match the challenge, we're preparing new heavy-duty gear. Vertical jigging is coming, which they talked about that being in the last one, but it never really developed fully. It's kind of scary how much, I wonder how much that DLC is going to cost. Full dev diary is on the way. Hopefully it's good. It's just hard for me to play Fishing Planet for very long because of the way the fishing mechanic works. It feels so repetitive to me. I don't know, I can't explain it, but it's tough. It looks good. They've got some cool things in there, cool fish species. Yeah, Grill Master. I'm not gonna That's true, Wrangler. It's it's actually pretty cool. We did that a couple times on stream. You can actually get on a boat with 3 friends, 4 of you fishing off the same boat, coordinating when somebody's got something big on. It's pretty cool. That was definitely one of the highlights of the Japanese ocean map. Man, this is decent little fish. I just hope it doesn't pop off. No whales. Just marlin and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there's more cusk here than 34 for sure. The nighttime fishing is better at 34. To me, there's no question about that. The question is daytime. I kind of feel like I'm getting a little better bite rate, a little better pollock rate during the day at 41 than 34. But if you have drops and you can do shrimp or you can do an increased bite rate, I'd probably lean towards 34 right now. You love marlin, swordfish, and sharks? Yeah, that's cool. That's, you know, again, should be fun. I don't know if it's because it's on console. I don't know what the thing is with Fishing Planet. Like, it's not that my ongoing Fishing Planet videos do that well. I mean, they do fine, but when a new map comes out, new DLC for that next like month especially, those videos do just about better than anything else I put out. Yes, you did. Oh, thank you, Bears. I appreciate that. I haven't played FP in a long time. I'm sure I will this summer just because I'll have more time. And I imagine that their new map will come out this summer, so. Hey, I found a cusk, Wrangler. The gibble carp of the sea. Get the freshwater gibble carp at Copper and the saltwater gibble carp at Norway, huh? Well, we made it up 50 fish. Looks like we're going to go north of 50 fish. Probably not by a lot, though. Hey, there's a trophy gibble. You can always try to perk around 35 as long as you avoid the bottom layer. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just feel like when you don't have attractants or drop shots, but especially, I mean, in this case, at least attractants, I feel like the bite rate is so slow if you don't go bottom layer. I could be wrong. I might just not have tried the right thing, but it just seems like that's the case. Is it possible to catch fish that are way heavier than your rig? Absolutely. It is definitely possible. All fish get tired eventually. It's what happens in the meantime, right? Getting to be daytime. This copper spot's starting to pick up a little. Is that right, Wrangler? Hmm. All right, another decent fish here. Can we not lose this one? I wonder if this is a safe. I just don't want it to be a cod. I'd rather it be cusk than cod, I think. At this size. Not big enough to be an impressive cod, but could be a, oh, it's a turbot. Okay, we'll take that for sure. That's great. 5.9 turbot, 23,000 XP. That might be in the top like 3 or 4 of the fish we've caught all day in terms of XP and then what it'll sell for. Could be number 1, I don't know. We've not had very, even the good fish we've caught have been a little smaller on average size, I think. There's some bait. Oh, invoked. Nice white spotted char. What bait is this? I'm using the Jigmeister. That's what you mean. The 110. Oh, is that right? Yeah, I haven't seen any big F1s yet, but I have caught a couple. Was that Edgar Fire that caught it? Oh, we made it up to 54. Running out of time, though. I'm not aware. Important skills in marine fishing skill tree. Well, I guess the rod skills do give you a little better control of fish. That could matter. Just because I use it so much, I think it makes sense to have points in the pilker and probably jigging, but for sure pilker rig. You don't necessarily need points in conventional reel, although it's not the worst thing in the world, but you just don't cast a whole lot at Norway. I've probably got a ton, but that's just because I've got tons of points. I've got them in spinning reel, pilker rods, pilker rigs, marine jigging rigs, fillet rigs, conventional reels, light boat rods, flying collar rig, medium boat rods. Some of these overlap, by the way. Silicone giant shad, dead fish rig, heavy conventional, and heavy marine bottom rods. All the things. But at some point, you just have lots of points, you know? It's a safe bait. Daytime's kind of kicking my tail. That copper. Here I was thinking the F1s weren't going to be that active here, and I've caught tons of them. Used Pilker for 95%. I think that's probably fair. So if we don't catch it at the surface, we're not going to be able to get it in. So we just filter it a couple times, hope for the best. Perk it a couple of times, I mean. Oh, you know what? I don't think it matters. I think we can actually keep this line in until we catch a fish. We caught it on the drop, though. Yo, can we get this in and cast it back out in time? Nope. Okay. All right. I don't know if y'all saw what happened last time. But my whole objective here is to get to the shore without getting trapped. Is jigging, stay under the bridge, yes. Is jigging worth it using after drop shots? Yes. I still use jigging some. Wait. You can use drop shots with jigging. Right? So it's definitely worth it. Especially at nighttime. You can get some really nice jigging setups going at night with drop shots. Catch tons of eel pouts or flatfish, stuff like that. Can actually be really good. That's why you always see handmade foams are often on the leaderboard because of how good jigging is with drops. Yeah, I agree, Edgar. Which is what I try to replicate on these trips, but it is just, it can be tough without the drops or without attractants. I mean, we do fine. 55 fish. I mean, we'll get a little bit more silver. It's fine, but you always want it to be, I think, a little better than it ends up being. We do get used to, I certainly do get used to the good stuff. That's right. It's a good point. I mean, we've made 440,000 experience. Most of that today, you know, at level 24. That is a ton in a short amount of time compared to what we'd be making if we were bream fishing or, you know, carp fishing without spot or PVA or whatever. It's just a slower process till you unlock all the tools and stuff you can increase your productivity with. I've only used premium. So like we're on premium right now. I got it for the weekend. And this is the second time I've gotten it for the weekend. But I did not use it on my last sea trip. I did use it on this sea trip, if that makes sense. So I've had like a total of 4 or 5 days with premium on at this point. Because I just think if you care about leveling up a little faster, having short-term premium on the ocean trip and maybe the copper trip too, as long as you have PVA, that's a big deal. That's a ton of time saved if it matters to you how long it takes to level up. And since you're making a lot of silver at the same time, I don't mind making that recommendation, but plus at this point, once you're in your like mid-20s and you've started to get your skills pretty well leveled up, skills start taking a long time to hit points. So what's the best option here? Just make sure we get off the boat on this side of it. Yeah. Last time, somehow it put us down below the walkway. That was not good news. Okay. We might have that haddock order. That's kind of nice. A little bit of silver for all those small haddocks. There's no way we got enough sculpins halfway. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this. This is 100 silver right there. We didn't get the wolffish order today. We did yesterday. If you have a trophy cusk, you are in business. All right, so that's 100 plus... Okay. That's 800 silver. Not too bad. 800 silver, we'll take it. Puts us at 3,000. We made some good silver on this fishing trip, but I also spent some because of leveling the ground bait and... Hey, there's a koi. Oh, wait, I don't have the right thing open, do I? And because of buying those lures. All that adds up. So we have 3,000 silver. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Especially if you start off from the beginning with premium, you're going to outlevel your silver so dramatically that it's going to be tough if you're not spending actual money on the game. Oh, that's awesome, Wrangler. You're at 120, aren't you? I still haven't made my choice on what I'm going to do here. I think it's just going to be this. So expensive. Like, it's kind of frustrating. Like, with the amount of silver we have, we could get... What was the other option I was considering? There was something that was more like 1,000 silver. And I was like, we could get 2 of them. I don't know. I think I was thinking about something even cheaper than the Super Duty. Super Duty does go to 30. I mean, that saves a little bit. That means that we're only just a little bit of silver away from the second one. Got plenty of tests, really. Go snag at Old Berg. That's no fun. Yeah, they do still exist some, don't they? Is it Ventura? Okay, so look at Ventura. What do y'all think about this? Oh, the test, though. It's not that one. You gotta at least get 28, right? Alright, what do y'all think about this one? This Ventura. Wait, can y'all see it with this screen? Yeah, y'all aren't missing anything. It's slightly more than the Model 2. It also only goes up to 28 test, but it's got a better load capacity. That test is too important just to get 4 more kilos of load capacity, though, isn't it? I think the Super Duty's probably better. This test would be somewhat limiting. Not a whole lot. Every once in a while, you might want to go slightly heavier on test. I don't know. Missing. You missed jumping off the logs? That was a nice way to fast travel, wasn't it? Yo, they didn't fix that for years either. So what would it have been that I was thinking about for 1,000? This one's close to 1,000. Like, we could get both of these right now if we were willing to max out at 24. The S88H. And then maybe it was this one. If you're really willing to take the load capacity down to 23. But that test starting at 25 is kind of tough. It's flexible though on the upper range. Go 1035, that's less though. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Not great. There's no easy answer. Might be just worth getting the Model 1, but they sure are expensive. They sure are expensive, especially when Norway's not popping off too much. Yeah, that's true, Wrangler. Although these days you do have to at least get it, what, like 15, 20 meters behind the boat. So it's kind of annoying if it doesn't cast at all. Right? I mean, you don't need to cast across the water, but you do need to cast a little bit. I knew y'all were going to say that. Just let the boat do the work. Drive away from your lure. Yeah, you could. You could do that. All right. Let's see if we made any silver here at Copper. Not a ton, but we did all right. And I gotta go. Sounds like I might be able to stream tomorrow, chat. So if y'all are going to be around, I may be able to get on for a couple hours tomorrow after early afternoon. So we shall see. Again, we're just like, my work schedule starts slowing down a little bit over the next month. But about a month from now, I'll have 2 months off, which will just be nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, we didn't. Cafe orders, kind of tough. Kind of tough right now. But we did get 529 silver in not very much time. Less than an hour, 50 minutes at Copper. So that's always good. Copper's always good for some silver, isn't it? All right, folks, y'all are the best. Thanks for hanging out. Let's go ahead and travel to Mosquito. I will see y'all again soon. Hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Until next time, chat. Thank you, Edgar. Peace out, everybody. Tight lines. Thanks, Lion. See you, Wrangler. Thanks for being here. All right, Johnny, Varys, Dark Q, QO, Ramathor. Y'all are the best.